You're starting to limit yourself. You know it, I know it, everybody can see it. That person that you're aspiring to be, you're not making the right moves to actually get there. You limit yourself every day. You're not taking the necessary steps that you know you should be taking to get to where you want to be day by day. You ain't gonna figure everything out all in one day, but it takes baby steps to get where you're trying to go. And the place that you're going, not many people who look like you or in the same setting as you have went to those places. So this is new territory, which I know can be really tough. But that don't mean you stop. That don't mean you give up. That don't mean you throw in the towel. Nah, you gotta keep going. Cause once they see that you can do it, you can motivate the next person to do it. And next thing you know, y'all working together, working to something that's even bigger than both of y'all combined. Number one, you feel like you don't got all the gear. Everybody wants the newest camera, the newest lenses, the lights, you don't need all that. It's not about the gear, it's about the story that you're trying to tell. Yes, a good camera would make a fantastic image, but if that story and that sound is crisp, oof, dude, you will blow so many people away. And I can attest to that. I feel like I couldn't make this video if I didn't have this camera, if I didn't have this lens. But truth be told, I could have. I could have did this on my iPhone. I could have did this on my grandmother's Android phone. Like, it's about the story that you have to tell. It's about the voice that's inside of you that really tells that story. The camera doesn't tell the story. The camera helps you tell the story, but it doesn't tell the story for you. No, what's in your heart, what's in your mind, the ideas that you come up with are the things that help you tell that story. You don't need to worry about gear. Yes, good sound is important. A good image quality that brings audience attention into the video. Yes, these are key aspects of filmmaking and storytelling, but these are not the sole things that you need. You can use whatever you have at your resources at whatever level that you're at. If you have the budget for a story that you can afford to rent out a cinema camera, by all means do that. But if your story sucks, wow, you just spent a lot of money just to tell a mediocre story. Long as you know what you're doing in the pre-production process to help you in the production process, you good. Then internet and YouTube is your source for anything else that you might need help with. Number two. Now, number two kind of ties into number one. You make excuses. Time after time after time, you keep making excuses, which we all do. Because sometimes we want to do things, but we don't really want to do those things. So what we do, we make excuses. Oh, I can't because I got this tomorrow. Oh, I can't put in 5 minutes into writing the title of my story because I gotta do this at work. Like, we make excuses day in and day out why we can't do something. It's always gonna be a reason why you can't do something. But all those excuses, they just gonna lead to your downfall in the end. Stop making excuses and start doing small things every day just to build up to that thing that you're chasing. You're too worried about what everybody else is gonna say, about what everybody else thinks. If I make this move, I wonder what people gonna say. If I make that move, I wonder if people gonna like that. At the end of the day, none of it matters. They don't care. People don't care whether you do the thing that you say you're gonna do or you don't do the thing. So go out, do that thing, whatever it is. Go tell that story. Go make a business. Go sell lemonade. Whatever it is that you want to do, don't care about what everybody else doing. If you got a wacky idea that people might not like, who cares? Who's to say it's wrong? It can't be wrong because it's what you want to do and you went out to go accomplish that thing. That's what matters at the end, that you set out a goal and you met that goal. Number four is the hard truth that none of us really want to accept. We're afraid. We're afraid of making mistakes. We're afraid of being wrong. We're afraid of not being successful in the thing that we set out to do. And that's normal. But you can't let fear hold you back from doing the things that you promised yourself that you were going to do. And goals, they don't have to be completed in an instant. You gotta take small baby steps every day just to make strides toward that goal. So long as you just keep building towards that thing that you want and that you wish to achieve, everything is gonna be okay. And if you do make mistakes on the way, that's okay. You can learn from them, and the people behind you can learn from them as well. You just gotta keep going. A mistake is not a loss. It's a learning curve. I know that sounds cliche, but it's true. You learn from your mistakes day in and day out. That kind of concludes this video. It's time to start putting in work. You want these things, nobody gonna give them to you. You gotta go get them yourself. Ball is in your court. What you gonna do?